Hi, in this video we're going to look at how we can share files and other information externally with clients or other business partners. The module we use in Ingrid for this is called the Rooms. And you can think of Rooms as extensions to projects and tasks. So let's demonstrate how we do this. Let's go to our project, Jane's marketing campaign. Obviously we use these project profiles and task profiles to exchange information and files internally with our team members. But if we wanted to share information externally, what we're going to do is we're going to go down and click the Rooms tab. As you can see in this project, currently there are no rooms, but we're going to create a new one. And let's give our room a descriptive name. Let's call this Ad Campaign Review Room. And we can put some information here. Let's exchange files and info about the campaign through this room. Now, we're going to send, Ingrid is going to send an invitation to whoever it is that we want to share this information with. It could be our client, it could be a business partner. So we're going to go down here and enter the person's first and last name along with the email address. So let's say we want to, by the way, if this is someone that is already in the system, so for example, let's try Jane. As you can see, the system is already suggesting. So if it's somebody that's already in your contacts, you don't have to create this information all over again. You can simply select from the list. But let's say in this case, we want to actually invite somebody new. So let's call it James Green. And jgreen at, I don't know, example.com. And down below there's an invitation message. This is something generic that Ingrid creates. If you wanted to modify it, you can. If you don't want to modify it, you can just leave it alone. So let's just say, hi, please join me in this room to exchange files and info about the campaign. So when we click submit, what's going to happen is that Ingrid is going to go ahead and create a room called Ad Campaign Review Room, and it's going to attach it to this project. It will also send an invitation to James Green saying, please come join me in this room. And let's go ahead and do that. And as you can see, it says successfully created a room, and here's the room, Ad Campaign Review Room. So now, one of the things that we obviously want to do with this is to exchange files. So let's go here. And so we already have this campaign proposal file uploaded into the project. It makes no sense for us to upload this all over again because it's already in the system. And so what we're going to do is we're going to click this circle menu. As you can see, one of the options here is push to room. When you click that, the system says, okay, what room? We only have one, with the one that we just created. And in that room, we currently have two folders. The system automatically generates two folders, documents and images. You can add more if you like. You can rename them if you like. But for now, let's just select the documents folder. And then we're going to add a message. So let's say, please review this proposal and give me your thoughts. Thanks. So what's going to happen is that the minute we click submit, the file is successfully pushed, so we don't have to upload this all over again. So what we've just done is that we have pushed this file into the new room that we just created. So let's go ahead and take a look. So here's the room, Ad Campaign Review Room. When I click, I'm in the room. And as you can see, we already have an entry under timeline, and if I click the Files tab, there's the file we just pushed. So what Ingrid is doing is that it not only pushes the file into the room, but whatever we entered in the comments, it will put that into the timeline, and it will even send an email notification letting the person know that there's a new file that has been uploaded into the room. And at this point, the individual, I believe we call James Green, right here is our guest, has not yet responded. So if we go to members, we're not going to see him under members, but he's going to receive an email invitation from Ingrid, and when he accepts the invitation, he will be actually a member of the room. Another important point that I want to mention is that James Green is a guest. So there are things that James Green can do in the room, and there are things that he cannot do. He can upload files directly through the system here, and he can actually assign tasks. So this is something that we let all members of the room to do, because let's say you want James Green to do something. Let's say you're dealing with a client and you want the client to maybe sign some papers. If you really want to make sure that they're going to do it, you can assign them a task. You don't have to. You can just maybe enter something in the timeline and say, maybe a note saying, please don't forget to sign the papers. You can do it that way. But if you wanted to, you can create a new task and assign it to James Green. And James Green can assign a task to whoever's in the room. The only people that James Green can assign tasks to are the members of the room. Because again, let's keep in mind that James Green is not part of our account. He's a guest at this point. You can have multiple guests, by the way. But the point of it is that James Green can actually create that tasks, can upload files, can make entries into the timeline, can put some quick notes into the system. But that's pretty much the extent of it, because, again, James Green is a guest. So this is how we create rooms, and this is how we exchange not just files, but as you can see, other information through the rooms module in Ingrid. Thank you for watching this video.